Hi, I'm Rick, and you're in the Whiskey Zone, where we celebrate the spirit of the spirit. Today we're pulling the covers back on a Scottish whiskey that's only for sale exclusively in the United States. It's the Speyburn Arranta release, distilled at the Speyburn Distillery, located in the village of Rothes in the Council of Moray in the Speyside region of Scotland. Speyburn is an affordably priced whiskey brand that I've seen on local shelves here for years, but truthfully, this is really my first time trying it. Doing some research, I discovered it used to be owned by an American company and for decades was one of the top 10 selling single malt whiskey brands in the US. Now, I have to admit, when I first saw the name Arranta, I assumed that was finished in some sort of Spanish casks. Turns out, Arranta is a Scottish Gaelic word that translates to intrepid, daring, and bold in English. You gotta give him credit for setting the bar high, right? This non-age statement whiskey has been matured in first fill American oak ex-bourbon casks and has been bottled at 46% ABV. There is nothing on the bottle, the outer packaging, or the website to suggest differently, so we'll assume this one has been chill filtered and has had color added to it. And that color that they've created? Well, it appears like a light honey or a pale gold in the light. And there are some hearty yet quick legs attached to the inside of the glass. So stage one in this review, the nosing. Fruitiness. Apples. One of those pleasant smelling kitchen counter disinfectant cleaners. And caramel candy. So let's see what all this sweet fruitiness leads to in stage two. A harsh spiciness. Black licorice dipped in burnt honey. Why would you do that? It's like eating pine cones with extra sap on them. And singed butter. Okay, it doesn't matter if this is only at 46% ABV, it's getting some water. Maybe some ginger. And the tiniest whiff of milk chocolate. Nope, not much in the way of improvement. The water is bringing out more honey notes, but it's a very funky tasting honey. Like honey infused with old molasses. The finish is thankfully not long. I'm left with burnt toffee, burnt honey, and burnt pencil shavings. This is an award-winning whiskey, which makes me wonder what it was up against in those other tasting panels. Online, it gets some decent reviews, so I feel like I'm a salmon swimming upstream in Speyburn's water supply with this one because I'm not on board. The nose on this one was really nice and by far won out over the taste. This is marketed as a USA exclusive release, and the cynic in me is wondering if that's because they felt consumers in Scotland wouldn't buy it, so let's sell it to the Americans. But that's just me being a cynic. I'm sure that's not what happened. But here's the bottom line. I didn't really care for the taste. It's got too many weird, sweet, and harsh flavors clashing here. Let's face it. Sometimes whiskeys are great successes with everyone, and sometimes they're not. It's got a decent price point, and if you can get a few bucks knocked off it, like I did, then it might be worth a try. But then again, maybe not. Sorry, Speyburn lovers, but I have to give the USA exclusive Speyburn Arranta release a 5-finger pour. Thanks for sharing 5 minutes of your very valuable time with me as I took a deep dive with the Speyburn Arranta release. If you're still curious, then a good uncorking of the whiskyzone.com should do the trick. And since you've made it to this point, why not subscribe, like, comment, or share? So until next time, drink smart, stay safe, and we'll see you again in the Whiskey Zone. Oh, and go Red Sox.